this world has been connected. And now darkness within darkness awaits you.
In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came.
My name is Ansem. I reach for the darkness. One who knows nothing can understand.
Tidings, everybody, and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. This is episode number 210 in the longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast in the world. MDA award winning, by the way, podcast of the year, last year. I don't know if anybody remembers. My name is Mike, and with me as always is my beautiful baby brother, Jason. Hello, Jason.
Yo, we are so back.
We're so back that it's over. You know what I'm saying? That's how back we are.
Like, people were they were sitting there like, oh, longest running? Are they even running? They haven't been running for like 4 months.
6 months, dude.
Was it March? I thought it was May.
March.
Oh,
the last
God.
episode, the last official episode of the Ansem Report podcast was March
God.
Caprice 4 in March.
I thought surely we did an
September.
episode for the charity stream, but yeah, I guess we did.
Oh, yeah, we were going to, and then we didn't. We still owe everybody an Ansem Report live. I think we reached the charity goal, and then we were like, yeah, we don't really got anything to talk about, guys. And because Fabio and Swirls were here, we were like, oh, we don't want to screw that up. So we just didn't do it. But anyway,
we were just locked in
all that.
on charity, okay?
Yeah,
it was for charity. All right,
we were just scamming everybody for charity.
You got scammed for charity, okay? Are you really gonna be mad?
For charity.
It's for charity. Well,
it's for charity.
You know we're
okay?
good for it. All right.
Yeah. We'll do a live one another day, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in today. We have what's going to be kind of a tiny episode, a little episode, but it's action packed. It might be small, but it packs a punch.
Small
like
but mighty.
Mini-Me in the Austin Powers series.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Vern.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. I saw this tweet earlier. You said GOAT, and it made me think of this. I saw this tweet earlier that said, man, I don't even really know how to flirt. I just called this bitch the GOAT. It made me laugh. I was like, oh, shit. Okay. All right. I'm going to start calling Tara the GOAT and see what happens.
Damn, girl, you the GOAT. You the GOAT, girl.
That's the greatest of all time. Anyway, the reason we're here is not to talk to you about funny tweets we saw, but maybe. There was a new interview from Tetsuya Nomura.
Yo.
And he comments on Kingdom Hearts, and everybody on the internet is all in a fucking uproar about this, Jason. Have you seen this?
No. I am a avid Twitter hater. You
You are.
I am not
it's
a
true.
Twitter enjoyer. It makes my life infinitely better. Uninstall Twitter.
He's not a tweeter. He's not an X-Men,
Yeah, that kind of goes hard though. That kind of goes hard though. Maybe I do want to be an X-Man.
Don't steal that. Am I an X-Man? I'm not an X-Man. I'm a tweeter man. But we're gonna kind of go over this interview because we thought, this is a pretty decent amount of Kingdom Hearts news for us to talk about. And Mr. Nomura says some interesting things. We were, of course, at our good friends KH13.com, where the official translator for KH13, Ryuji, shout out to Ryuji, translated this. And Tetsuya Nomura was interviewed by Japanese magazine Young Jump. He did talk about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but he answered some questions pertaining to Kingdom Hearts. So I'm going to read the question, and then I'm going to read Nomura. We couldn't... I know typically we get Nomura here to, like, reread it, to, like, voice act it.
Yeah.
He's a little busy right now. He's a little busy.
He's making Kingdom Hearts, dude.
So I'm going to, in his stead, read it. And then we're going to talk about each question if we feel like there's anything, particularly spicy to pull out of it. So, here we go. Question. Many of your works have complex settings, but how do you manage to bring them all together for when you have to record the voice lines? Nomura says, honestly, I don't think they understand everything either on the day of recording. When the staff other than myself explain the settings and the characters to the voice actors during recording, they sometimes ask me to confirm if it's okay to do it like that. And there are times where I have to say, no, it's not okay. Laughs. But there's no way around it, because I'm the only one who understands the parts of the characters that haven't been drawn. So I'm the only one who could think about the complex story and all the different directions it could go. On the other hand, I also actively encourage the staff to question and point things out to me. The follow-up question, is there something like a setting reference book? Nomura, I have some things that I personally write down to remember, including periods that are not depicted. I write down the footsteps of important people and future developments. Another follow-up question. So you don't share that information? Nomura, of course not. I keep that to myself. Laughs. However, I do make sure the staff know what they need to know by writing setting explanations all at once in the middle of the scenario. So, he's basically what he's admitting to is keeping like a Kingdom Hearts diary.
Yeah.
Yeah, he writes stuff.
Bro, he's the master of
masters,
bro.
He truly is. I like the idea of people trying to do voice acting, and they're like, is this what he really wanted us to say? Like, is this how he wanted? And then they go, oh, hold on, let me call Tetsuya, and then they call him. And he's like, no, that's not it. Ha 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 ha. Like
laughs.
Laughs. You know what? You're right. He doesn't laugh. He just says laughs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I've determined. Like, he'll tell a joke and then then he'll say laughs.
Bro's reading a teleprompter.
Right. Truly. All right. So next question. In the Kingdom Hearts series, there are many foreshadowing elements that span the series. How do you keep track of those? Nomura, as I've mentioned previously, I write a lot in my notes, but I also make sure the staff remember, and I like watching videos, so I watch playthrough videos and reviews on YouTube. Basically, rather than looking back on my notes, I make sure the staff remembers what happened in past titles, and the translator note, it says, the way he phrases this almost sounds like he quizzes the staff on what happened, but that's just how I read it, haha. So you're telling me there's a chance that Tetsuya Nomura has watched our playthrough of Kingdom Hearts?
There's no way it would be ours. There's no way.
Why not?
There's
ours
no
is
way.
Good. Ours is good.
He pulls up our OG playthrough, and he just hears us go, oh, shit.
I think he probably says
this
that
is the
now.
one. This is the one, dude.
I think he probably says that himself now. He sees Kingdom Hearts opening, and he goes, oh, shit. I think
That's
he in particular probably watched our playthrough of 358 over 2 days, where we talked about the fucking IGN guy who was plagiarizing for a long time.
Oh god.
I think he probably.
That's some YouTube gold.
The idea of Tetsuya Nomura watching regular Pat talk about the bonk at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1 and being like, this fucking idiot didn't realize it was a bonk,
He
brings
clicked
me joy.
off immediately.
Yeah, he said he didn't know it was a bonk. I'm gonna bonk him. What's the deal with his hat?
You thought it's been 6 months. No way. Pat's shins, they're safe, dude. Nah. Frame 1 eviscerated.
The scabs are healed and they're scarred, and it's time to reopen those wounds, Pat. All right, next
didn't bring
question.
his shin guards.
He never does. This year, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is also scheduled for release on mobile devices. This year, LOL. Do you have any concerns that by developing important stories for apps and portable game consoles, you will end up with more players who can't keep up with the story? This is a great fucking question, by the way.
Yeah.
Nomura. Honestly, I do. Laughs. That's why we're developing a story that takes place in a time frame that's much earlier than the Kingdom Hearts timeline on consoles. However, as people say, the newly announced Kingdom Hearts 4 is really more like Kingdom Hearts 13, as there are natural connections, even with non-numbered titles, and I think that will allow people to enjoy the series even more deeply. Translator note. I presume he means that Kingdom Hearts 4 is the 13th game in the series, counting spin-off titles like 358 Over 2 Days, Recoded, etc. Nomura continues. However, this time, both Kingdom Hearts Missing Link and Kingdom Hearts 4 have been created with a stronger focus on being new titles rather than sequels. For example, as a new experiment, we have had staff who have not been involved in the Kingdom Hearts series before participate in writing the scenario. Of course, I will be editing it in the end, but I don't think it will be positioned as a work that needs to be done in the sense that the writer who has never been involved in the Kingdom Hearts series is creating a new base. After all, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is better described as a blank history, so it is based on the premise that there are all these things missing. If you know about it, you can enjoy it more deeply. Ryuji adds, the word used here is Kuhaku no Rikishi, which literally means blank history, interregnum, or blank period. I'm not sure which one fits here. So some interesting stuff here about how he does worry that putting the games on mobile makes it a disjointed story, but that's why he sets it in a different time, and that there's some new people who are participating in writing the scenario this time through, Jay.
Yeah, it's interesting, like, especially with what he said earlier about how, you know, he keeps his little diary and about, like, time periods that, like, haven't been on screen before. It makes you wonder, like, how much new people being in on the story changes it, right? And that's just something that's really cool about just anything artistic, obviously. But
right. You know, talking about that makes me think of the example that pops in my head is Final Fantasy X's soundtrack, where Uematsu had been the only person really working on Final Fantasy music, and with 10, as he was getting older, they invited a couple other composers in, and it made it an even better soundtrack, in my opinion, to what had come before it. And so, you know, it's kind of, you know, Nomura's getting up there in age, right? And so it's like he probably needs to start involving other people if this series is to continue. And we'll get to that later. There's actually a question about that. Next question. Just as it's difficult to catch up with a long-running manga series from the very first title, the Kingdom Hearts series has so many titles it seems to have the same problem. What are your thoughts in regards to new fans that might try playing the series? Nomura says, that's what I'd like to know. Laughs. As I mentioned earlier, I'm thinking of Missing Link and Kingdom Hearts 4 as kind of a reset. I felt like I'd finished with Kingdom Hearts 3 and wanted to start again, so I've brought in new writers and even changed the logo to make it easier for new people to get involved. Ah, so that's what the change of logo was about. Nomura continues. If you remember how the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 goes, you'll understand that Sora ends up like that because he's resetting the story in a way. So Kingdom Hearts 4 should be easier to get into than before. I think that if you like the series, you'll feel like this is it, but I'm also hoping that many new players as possible will play it. So a lot of people are up in arms about these comments, Jason. And I think they're taking the term reset really literally and going, wait, is Sora not going to be in it? Is he going to go back to Agrabah and no one's going to remember him? You know, and I don't think that's what he means by this. That's not how you read it either, is it?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Also, like, a lot of times in Japanese, they say like something like kanji de, which means like it's that kind of feeling. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's like a fact or like it's just how he thinks about it and what the like feeling that he gets when making this artistically. He's like, okay, yeah, needs to be a spot where more people can join in, where more people can, because that's like a number one criticism of like Kingdom Hearts 3, right? And like why so many people were super fucking weird to reviewers like Angry Joe and shit, were like, you know, oh, you can't review 3 without having played the previous ones. And I'm sure like that's not just like in Western society. I'm sure that also happened in Japan too, right? And so I'm sure they see stuff like that and go, okay, well, you know, instead of having a million explanation cutscenes where it's just the homies standing around those rocks just absolutely yapping your ear off, let's kind of just, we're in a new area, let's try and move forward. Not everything has to be so connected. I'm sure there is still, it's still Kingdom Hearts, like it's still gonna be Sora. Clearly we see him in the trailer and the gameplay is of Sora, so I don't know. To me, I just am happy to see more of the Kingdom Hearts like universe come to life, you know?
Right. And I remember, you know, leading up to 3, there was a lot of talk from Nomura and maybe other people about how they're trying to make 3 as accessible as possible, right? So this isn't like a new feeling, right? I think it's the term reset that people are concerned about, but I don't think, like you said, I don't think he means it the way that they're taking it. And because I don't, it's not like gonna reset the story, but like almost in a way, I'll use Star Wars as an example because people love Star Wars, but like you could say that The Force Awakens was like a reset of Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
But it still was connected to that original story. I think this could also mean like this is a new arc in Kingdom Hearts, right? Not a, I don't know that reset's the right word, and it's definitely not how people should take it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, next question. At the beginning of Kingdom Hearts, there's a monologue that goes, I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this real or not? What does that mean? Nomura says, the name Quadratum didn't exist at that time, but the idea was there. It was a long preparation for the day when I would reach this point. Laughs. And then a follow-up question. So it was actually foreshadowing that took 20 years? Then do you see a future where the Kingdom Hearts series will be completed? Nomura says, if this isn't a dream, then I only have a few years left until I retire. And it's looking like, will I retire or will I finish the series first? Laughs. However, I'm making Kingdom Hearts 4 with the intention of it being a story that leads to the conclusion. And this is the part of the interview that all the weirdos on the internet are freaked out about. It's the last question about Kingdom Hearts in this interview. First of all, before we get into that part of it, pretty interesting him saying that while the name Quadratum didn't exist then, there was an idea of, this place, is it real or not, right? I'm still not sure, and I'm sure we'll find out more when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, but I'm still not sure how that connects. Like, why would Sora say that in Kingdom Hearts 1 when we're so far from that, right? So I'm just not exactly sure what he's cooking, It's hard to know.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I think anybody just like can give a person like Nomura too much credit. Like,
I mean, he's the one that said it in this case, though.
Right, but like then he's like, yeah, you guys caught me, because like he doesn't want to like let people down. Like that's the vibe I get, at least.
Really?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe he's like, yeah, I knew this was gonna be some crazy shit the whole time. Back when this was just a one-off spin-off thing with Disney, right? Like, come on, bruh.
Like, you think it's cap?
I would call it a little bit of cap.
All right, we'll have to get Nomura on the show to defend himself because you're saying it's cap. I don't know, man. I think this guy's weird, and he had a fucking story planned, you know?
Like, that part is clearly done so artistically at the beginning, right? So, like, there is that where, like, okay, maybe he added that, like, later, right? Because when you're making this story, and, like, obviously, yeah, it's a crazy anime story, right? But the idea that he was like, okay, so all this stuff is going to happen, but I'm like 13 games later in my head knowing, okay, I eventually want to get to this place where he's in a completely new world, right? And like, this is like 20 plus years ago, right? So like, we're not even talking about like where like nowadays in anime, like isekais are like a dime a dozen where they're in like a new world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Like, for people who don't watch anime, like, an isekai genre is somebody, like, they die in, like, our world, like, the real world. And then when they're reincarnated in, like, another world where there's, like, magic and all this type of stuff. Whereas, like, this would seem like it's kind of more of, like, the opposite, where, like, he died in the isekai world, and then now he's in the real world. Like, now he's in Tokyo. But there's still magic and shit, so yeah, it's weird. But I find it a little hard to believe that he knew with this one line at the beginning of the game that eventually he wanted him to be in another world.
No, I think that's fair. I just think he's a weird dude.
I don't hate him for it, though, right? Like, it's right. Cap, but I don't hate him for it, you know?
I also think it's hard with, like, translation and, like, with, like, how little we know about Kingdom Hearts 4 to know exactly what he means by that, too, right? Like, I don't know that he necessarily means, like, oh, when Sora said that, he was in Quadratum, or he knew, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's tough to tell, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that. But the part that people are really freaking out about, Jason, is I only have a few years left until I retire. And it's looking like, will I retire or will I finish the series first? And I've seen a lot of weird opinions on the internet about this. One, people being like, oh no, he's going to retire. And then people being like, well, if he retires before he finishes Kingdom Hearts, it's not going to be as good without him. Which, they're not weird opinions, but they're definitely like, hey, this isn't that serious that you need to freak out about this right now. The man's in his 50s. 60 is like the normal retirement age in Japan. If the guy wants to retire, let him retire. And if that's the end of Kingdom Hearts, the conclusion that he was looking for, it's leading to the end, then that's it. That's okay. Not everything can last forever.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how I feel.
Well, and that's what makes it beautiful, you know? You could have been born at any time, and you were born exactly at the time to be waiting for Missing Link. Like, did you think about that?
It's
like, that's
true.
beautiful.
It's true.
That's beautiful.
So I want to draw attention to something I tweeted 3 years ago.
Yo, Mike foreshadowed this shit 3 years ago?
3 years ago. On June 14th, 2021.
Okay.
I said, Nomura created almost every Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts character anyone has ever liked, and he still gets disrespected. A bunch of weirdos, man. He's going to retire someday, and you all will be sorry. Mark my words.
Damn.
And I forgot about this tweet.
His words were marked, dude.
I don't even really remember what I was referencing, like what people were being weird about. But this morning I woke up and someone had liked that tweet. And I went, who the fuck liked this tweet from 2021? And it's because someone was looking for Nomura retire, right? And that tweet must have popped up. So then I quote tweeted it and said, my words were marked. I told you all.
Bro called it. He actually called it. I'm trying to think like what like Nomura thing would have been like coming out around that. The only thing I can think of is maybe like the FF14 raids where like there's a couple of characters that he designed in that.
I don't think the discourse from it was about the characters. I think I was just saying that as like
he's getting disrespected in some way.
He's created all these cool things that you people love. I think it was the whole it was probably something like some other game was like a little confusing and everybody's like, oh, it's like that
some IGN motherfucker saying,
yeah, I want to say it was
shit.
It was 2021. I feel like there's that was around the time where people were like, wow, this ending is really Kingdom Hearts. Remember when people were saying shit like that about like games?
Oh, yeah, I remember people were saying that's really Kingdom Hearts about like 7 remake. Would it have been about that?
Yeah, I think because 21, that was around when that came out, right? 2021. It came out in like April of 2021 or May.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think that's right. Yeah, because no, that came out in 2020.
Release date. Yeah, April 10th, 2020.
Yeah, because that was right during the pandemic. So what were people talking about? I don't know. It was something like that, though, where people were being, like, really disrespectful about Nomura and the way he does things. And it's like, this motherfucker has designed all these characters you love. Sephiroth, Cloud, Sora, Riku, all of them. And you guys, Tidus, Auron, Waka even. And everybody wanted to shit on him. And it's like, stop. And now he's retiring and everybody's freaking out. I also want to draw attention to, I tweeted another tweet that just said, Kingdom Hearts fans when Nomura says he wants to retire at a normal retirement age, and it's the gif of the Punisher going like, wait, in his kitchen, you know? No. Wait. And I want to shout out to somebody. I'm not going to reveal their name because I don't want to, I'm not shaming them.
Oh, Intergrade came out in 2021, right? Sorry, go ahead.
It could have been Intergrade. No, I think Intergrade was later.
So Bravely Default 2, Neo, Endwalker, FF7 Remake Intergrade, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's a dope game. I don't think it was related to something Final Fantasy either, though. I think it was like some other game had like a weird ending, and people were like, "This is it turned into some Kingdom Hearts bullshit." And then people were like trashing Nomura, and I was like, "Okay, my guy wears like fucking leather jackets everywhere. Okay, you guys need to lay off him. He's got the drip. He's the Rizzler. He might be capping about." He might be capping about how long he plans things, but he's still.
Wait, so when did you tweet it? When did you tweet it?
June of 2021.
Right, but like June what?
June 14th.
So Intergrade came on June 10th.
Maybe it was Intergrade.
I'm researching right now, dude. I'm looking at all games that came out in June. Legend of Mana.
Nah.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
That's it. That's what it was.
Case closed.
That's Tara's birthday as well, so maybe Tara said some stupid shit on her birthday and I didn't want to call her out.
You had to act out and say that it was, was somebody else.
It was somebody else, but it was Tara. Tara was like, I hate Nomura. I hate him.
SMT3 Remaster?
Yeah, that's what it was. You know I love SMT.
Yeah, no, that's all I got, dude. I give up.
All right, moving on. Someone tweeted at my original tweet, and said, I think it's okay to be sad. It's a reminder that one of your favorite artists is aging and won't directly be enriching your life forever. I'm still very happy for him. He has had an incredibly accomplished life and deserves plenty of rest, but it is sad in a way, if even selfishly. Which, first of all, I didn't say anybody was sad. I said everybody was freaking out based on the GIF. But then what's really funny is minutes later, the person deleted that reply and then added a different reply. Okay, never mind. I've seen other people talking about this, and they're being really annoying about it. Ha ha. So that is the Kingdom Hearts community in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like both tweets were based, in my opinion, but yeah, the second one's hella funny.
I also had somebody tweet that people are acting like this is KH911 or something, which
oh my god, guys, it is like a week after 9/11, guys.
Dude.
Come on,
like, come on.
You make that joke this time of year, dude.
You're gonna reference Mr. September in a Kingdom Hearts tweet. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Not Mr. September, not W. So anyway, that's the interview. I think if Nomura wants to retire, I think it's okay. If that means there's no more Kingdom Hearts, I'm okay with that. I love Kingdom Hearts. If Kingdom Hearts continues to be good, I want to continue to play it. If Kingdom Hearts turns out bad, I'll probably still play it. But I think that people want everything to last forever, and that, like you said earlier, Jason, is not what's beautiful about life.
Right.
It's that it's finite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that being said, Jason, when do you think Missing Link's coming out? Where's Missing Link at, dude? Hey, wait, before you say anything. Jason, Missing Link is missing. I'm begging Kingdom Hearts fans to get new jokes. I am just begging you guys. Begging.
I don't know. I think it's funny when they use old jokes and then people get mad about the old jokes.
Yeah.
Like people getting mad about
it. I'm just
Shion who? Yeah. That shit's funny. That shit's funny.
Okay, I do think that one's funny.
It's like ironically funny.
Because the people that freak out about it are really funny to me. Like, there's a very specific person that gets mad about Shion not being recognized. You know what I mean? Like, she's back now, so the joke doesn't even make sense. Like, it's like, come on.
That type of shit makes me laugh, bro.
Yeah, what are we doing here? But I will say, that joke and the Missing Link's missing, and then the Donald won't cure me are probably like the fucking Three Stooges of overused Kingdom Hearts jokes.
Yeah.
Like
that, and then like the little brother one is like I'm so glad they made this game so we could find out why Mickey was shirtless. Like that's the other one that just gets used.
That's true,
every fucking time. No one can play through that game and not make that joke. If they're streaming, dude, it has to be said.
That has to be said.
They get mind controlled.
True. Yeah, you know what? This is completely not what I plan to talk about, but you know what really I really love about the Kingdom Hearts community, the online Kingdom Hearts community, is like the straight up nerd culture way in which they interact. Like, okay, watch someone play Kingdom Hearts for the first time on stream.
Yeah.
And you will find not one person, not just two people, but multiple people at a moment's notice willing to share all of this, like, really not important, like, lore about the series, right? Like hey, Mickey was shirtless because, like, that stuff, right?
Yeah,
they're just like waiting. They have it typed out. They're waiting to hit enter when when that specific part comes up.
So like,
I'm trying to think
if you
of
could
another
take
good example.
if you could take all of everybody's like memory in their brain, right, and then like put it into like a certain amount of like terabytes or whatever, right, and then like how much of those terabytes do like the collective human mind have like useless Kingdom Hearts information, right? Like how much of the collective hive mind of people is taken up by like bullshit Kingdom Hearts lore, and like a lot of it that's like outdated too. It's like the BHK shit and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like
I can tell you
I want to
exactly
know
how many gigs
like
it is.
like zettabytes or whatever the fuck that shit is.
I can tell you. Okay, I can tell you exactly how much of the public consciousness it takes up, and you're gonna love this, Jason. It takes up 13 terabytes. I
Nomura
die.
planned it perfectly.
yeah. Nomura knew. I'm pretty sure it was Landy. I saw a tweet earlier.
Shout out Landy.
Nomura's 53, and the regular retirement age in Japan is 60. So this guy wants to retire in 7 years. He's done it again. I was
Holy
like, come on,
shit.
bro. Come
Holy
on.
shit. It's
That's
like the
crazy.
the like fucking pogging soy jack, like who's like pointing behind him.
like I'm just saying, like, there's people that watch streams and they're like, did you know that Square Enix and Disney shared an office building in Japan, and there was an elevator ride that pitched the series? It's like, no, if I'm playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time, if I'm playing Kingdom Hearts for the third time, I don't need to know that. You don't need to be like sitting in my chat going, I can't wait to share this with them. And then the streamer sees it and they go, oh, wow, that's really interesting. And then we move on. And it happens. Like, watch anybody play Kingdom Hearts for the first time, and it happens constantly.
You could just like go to like anybody's, like they like hop from like new streamer to new streamer's chat, and then they just like, they're like doing like a rerun. Like,
right.
Did you know that in the Square Enix headquarters, they were on an elevator in the like, it's like, how many times can you have the same, like, it's like those what's the fucking movie where like his day keeps fucking resetting or whatever?
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it's like Groundhog Day, but like they're intentionally doing it the exact same way every time on purpose.
Sora's original character design saw him have a monkey tail and a chainsaw weapon as opposed to a key. Did you know? It's like it's okay.
Not
on the
only
levels of
are you
cringe
living
things,
your own life, like you actually only have one life, and your day's actually not resetting.
right?
But they are still going to every fucking first time streamer.
Let me tell
and
you.
saying this, do they have the shit copy and pasted, bro?
They do. That's what I'm telling you, dude. They have it copy and pasted. They're just hitting Control P over and over. Like, they have bots set up to say it.
Yeah.
On the level of cringe things you can do in a Twitch chat of somebody who's playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time. Number one, spoiling something.
Absolutely.
We can all agree with that.
Vile human behavior.
Vile human being. Number two, shaming someone for the difficulty they're playing on.
Oh, absolutely.
And then number three, vomiting vile Kingdom Hearts trivia that no one needs to know. That's the top three right there.
Honestly, but like it's kind of connected to the second one. Also talking about how you've beaten certain bosses on a harder difficulty. Like that's part of number two, right? Like
it's the gamer that like the gamer that should be playing like a Souls-like, but they're not good enough, but they apply that logic to Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
And they're like, you didn't play this on crit? Me and my brother beat this game in 2 hours with just the Kingdom Key on crit. You know, it's like those, a
lot of times
stuff.
they're just Like, a lot of times they're just, like, straight up, like, lying, too.
Yes,
Like,
yes. They're
like,
100% lying.
They ask for help. Like, the streamer asks for help, and then the person who's allegedly beat it on crit gives them some, like, absolute dog shit advice.
Yeah. Oh my god. So terrible.
Little do they know, like, almost every humanoid character could just be cheesed by double negative combo. Like, this achievement means nothing.
All right. Okay, I also want to add to the spoiler category, the number one thing. If you don't spoil it, but you do the thing where you're like, oh, I can't wait to see this next part.
Here it comes.
I can't wait to see how she reacts to this next part. You are just as bad as the people who just straight up spoil it. I'm sorry. You are. I've seen that so many times.
I hate that shit so much. I hate that shit so much, bro.
Or get ready, ... It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, yes, the whole point of streaming a game is to, like, interact with the chat and do it with somebody, right? But you doing the fucking equivalent of looking at me when one of your favorite parts in the movie in text form, I don't need that shit, bro. I know you've seen the movie already. It's fine. Like, and that's what's
They're
sad about it.
Like, Viggo Mortensen broke his toe and he kicked that. Fuck, like, they can't stop.
Exactly what it is.
They can't stop themselves.
That's exactly what it is. It's the Vigo broke his toe. Like, watching someone play Kingdom Hearts for the first time can be one of the coolest things, right? Just watching them interact with it and watching how certain scenes make them feel, or like beating a certain fight, or right. That stuff can be so cool, but it's so often just like marred down by people. To use a term that CM Punk uses, fucking empty-headed fucks going into business for themselves in the chat, dude. Like, just a terrible thing to do, and you guys should all be ashamed. And this was not something I planned on talking about today, but, you know, we kind of go where it takes us.
We had to air out the laundry. It's been sitting there for 6 months.
Yeah,
that shit
man.
needed to be aired out.
It's just
honestly,
like,
probably longer than 6 months.
Right. And, like, you know, we haven't streamed a lot of Kingdom Hearts stuff recently, but I've been watching, like, people stream it for the first time. Because, again,
I watch all the time,
it's a great thing to watch. But then I look at, like, the chat playback, and I'm like, ugh, you guys just can't help yourself. We need to start, like, a Kingdom Hearts Anonymous. Hello, my name's Mike. Hi, Mike. Why are you here, Mike? I was watching a streamer play for the first time, and they died, and Donald Duck had a full MP bar and didn't heal him, and I made a joke about it, and everybody's like, ugh.
A streamer was watching the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3. And when Lucy was on screen, I put as if in the chat before the reveal. Holy fuck, guys, please!
I was watching someone play 358 over 2 days.
30 seconds! Just wait 30 seconds! Once his hood is off, you can say it, bro, but why the fuck? Just wait 30
And when
seconds,
Shion
please.
disappeared, I said, wait, who's that? Come on. Come on, guys.
The more we talk about it, like I already said it, but like that, I do think that one's unironically funny, bro. Like, just
all right.
The idea of somebody saying that shit, they're just sitting there like actually like knee slapping, unironically. That's just so
dude.
funny to me.
Yeah, dude.
Like the fucking like the old man Muppets, bro. Like they're like, who's that?
Who's that?
Oh god.
Did you know that Shion, all the organization members, you know, they have their names and they put an X in it, but her name is Number I.
Imaginary number.
Imaginary, it's not a real number. It's imaginary, just like her. Roxas, that's a stick. It's like, shut up. Anyway, we're fucking back. You know, I started this episode and I felt like, man, something doesn't feel right. And it's that I had rage inside me. Rage awakened. I needed to let it out. And now I truly feel like the Ansem Report podcast is back.
Yeah. He had to let out his inner Benitez, you know?
I did. I will say, though, and maybe we should have led the show with this, but this doesn't mean we're coming back every week.
Ooh, yeah, we probably should have led with that one.
It doesn't mean we're coming back every week because it's like
I'm sitting here like Donald Duck, tapping my foot, waiting for shit, bro.
And you know what you're not doing? Curing anybody.
I'm
Am I
not
right,
curing
fellas?
nobody.
Am I right?
I'm not curing nobody. There's a blinking health bar. I ain't curing shit.
Bro, you know what the worst thing to fucking do the like, oh, here it comes thing to is the Goofy death in Cage 2. I've actually seen that.
They're sitting there, here it comesing to Goofy's death.
Hope you're ready.
They're not ready.
They'll pay for this. It's like
they're like saying the quote before it even happens. No.
They'll pay for this. They're typing it in the chat. They'll pay for this. Oh, fuck. Anyway, the Ansem Report podcast is back, but it's not like fully back. Like, we're back, but we're not like back.
We don't even need a game to be out to be back. Like, just some motherfucking trailers, for God's sake.
I know, dude.
Something, bro.
I know. It's crazy, because it's like, Nomura's going to retire. What are we going to do? Bro, Gamers Joint made a 6-minute video about this.
He cooked.
He didn't even go the full 10.
He actually did it. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't go
the full 10.
12 minutes.
Full 10.
That's how you know we're in dire straits, bro.
Oh, bringing up Gamers Joint was a mistake. I should, because now my mind is fucking rolling, dude, and I'm like, oh, I could say some shit, but that's okay. We're not gonna do that today. That's not what this is about. You know, we don't want to backstage bitch, and you know, there's consequences to a tweet bitch.
Well, we're like on our front stage.
Yeah, we're broadcasting. We are broadcasting front stage, but we don't want to backstage bitch. You know, so
no.
He didn't make it this far anyway. It's fine. The attention span.
Somebody will.
Somebody will. That's true. And Anyway, so yeah, we're not gonna be back every week as of yet. We will eventually come back every week, but there's got to be shit for us to talk about. And you know, while we milked this idea pretty dry, that's the problem. We milked it, so now we gotta wait until there's more to talk about.
Right.
Maybe Missing Link will come out, you know? It is missing after all.
You know, like, between No Kingdom Hearts and then also, we've restarted our other podcast, Second Breakfast, for Season 2 of Rings of Power, so if you like Rings of Power, check it out. But the thing that I realized has made me not enjoy this season as much is there isn't that, like, Kingdom Hearts-esque theorizing of, like, oh, this is who I think, or who, like, that itch isn't being scratched as much. And so I'm really looking forward to just trailers being out so that those gears can start to move again, and because that's just like some of the most fun that I've had with talking with you, talking with our other homies, just about, like, I remember just, like, because they're on the other side of the world, I'd be in, like, a voice call with, like, Damo and Water, just, like, bullshitting about, like, Kingdom Hearts theories that, like, 5 a.m. for me. That type of stuff is just cool. It's just fun. And so I want that back again, but I feel like I'm too far disconnected from like anything new or anything that like really matters, in my opinion, that like interests me, right? Like I don't really care about the missing link stuff as much. And so I just want some Kingdom Hearts 4 stuff so that I can get back to the theorizing, even if it is like, with this whole like reset that Nomura is talking about, which like I was looking at the article, and when he does say reset, he says like reset feeling both times that he says reset. So it's not like he's saying that it's a hard reset. It actually is a hard reset. But
yeah, bro, we should have had you translate the article. What the fuck are we doing?
I mean, I'm almost there. Like I was reading when you were reading it in English, I was reading it in Japanese and like kind of trying to like keep up with like, okay, this is where he's at and stuff like that. I got really confused because like partway through the like Kingdom Hearts part, there was like something not Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, wait, what? We missed a part.
Oh yeah. KH13 and Ryuji did a good job of taking just the Kingdom Hearts stuff out. So, and I want to clarify, when I said we should have had you do it, I wasn't saying that Ryuji did a bad job. I'm just saying Jason has learned a lot about Japanese.
I've been studying Japanese for a year and a half.
yeah. So I thought that would have been cool. Not that I was like, Ryuji did a shit job. No, Ryuji's great. So
once I'm almost there. Once I'm at the point where I feel like I can really just like listen and read at a level that I feel like I need to be at in order to read Kingdom Hearts level stuff, because like they use such weird phrases and words and stuff, like there'd be a lot where I would have to like look up, like I might know like the meaning, like what was the word where Ryuji had the note? Oh, it was this one. The one talking about like an empty era. Like, like if you look it up, it literally means like blank history if you put it into like Google Translate. And so there would be a lot of times where I would have to, like, I don't know how to read this, but I know what the meaning is, kind of, because there's so many ways to read a kanji. Like the first kanji in this like blank history is the kanji that is used for like air and like airport and stuff like that, and they have like different ways to be read. Like if you were to literally just put the first kanji for this blank history, it literally is Sora. Like it's sky. So like, but when you put the other stuff, it changes it to like Kuhak. Like it changes it completely. So
right.
But yeah, once I'm at the point where I want to be, I actually also want to play through. I don't know if I've said this before on the podcast, but I definitely said it on stream before, that I want to play through the Kingdom Hearts games in Japanese and just see where certain things are different, you know, because obviously like our cultures are different. So in certain ways they'll, you know, change the meaning, or not necessarily the meaning, but like the feel, or like what exactly they said will be different. So I'm excited to look into that. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I guess the only other thing I wanted to say is we are quite a ways away, but really not that far away from Kingdom Hearts Reconnect 2025 in June in Denver, Colorado.
Less than a year.
And
less than 300 days.
I am formally announcing that Jason and I will be there. This is the formal announcement.
So if you'd like to meet us,
we will be returning. And we will be calling the bar beforehand to tell them to buy extra bottles of Jaeger.
That needs to happen.
That will happen. The bar needs to be ready for us. But yeah. So, I hope to see all of you at Reconnect. A lot of people from our community came last time, and that meant the world to us. And so we'd like
we
even
made
more
so many
people to
more
come.
new friends since then, too.
Yep. We'd like more people to come. So if you're on the fence about it, you should really think about going, and you should really, get your ducks in a row as far as like financially being able to go, because we'd love to see you there. And we'll, if you come up to me at Reconnect and you go, Mike, I spent a lot of money to be here, and it's because you convinced me to go, I'll buy you a drink.
Absolutely.
This does not apply to Jip or Boomer. Just those two.
Of either of them saying that shit like 297 days from now or whatever it is.
Yeah. They are the kind of people that
They
would
had
remember
that.
that.
Loaded.
That would remember that and say it. So that does not apply to them, those two in particular. I also reserve the right to add more people to the do not fly list, so to speak.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But all right, dude. That was the Ansem report. Thanks for joining me, man.
Let us know when you guys think Missing Link's coming out.
Yeah. I want to know.
If you get the date right and you go to Reconnect, I'll buy you a drink.
Again,
does not apply
to Jip or Boomer.
To Jip, Boomer, or Nomura.
Oh, fuck, dude. I'll buy Nomura a drink.
I'll buy him a drink, but not for that reason.
Can you imagine drinking a Long Island with Tetsuya Nomura, dude?
That'd be crazy.
And then he gets really drunk and comes up with a crazy game idea like Recoded.
Hey, we're gonna sleep
I'm
good
another
tonight.
Kingdom Hearts guy in
More
chat.
misinformation.
I'm another Kingdom Hearts guy in chat, and that's not real. He didn't really say that.
There's always a bigger fish, bro.
Oh, shit. Anyway, thank you guys for listening and watching. We'll see you next time for episode 211. Jason, hit him with it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you.
Now fuck off.
Feels good.